Okay, what we're going to look at today is Gradebook and how do we set a gradebook up. So first thing you want to do is get into your class. We're in Angel and I'm going to go into a practice course so I don't mess up the gradebook I already have set up. And where Gradebook is located is in the Manage tab. And then we head over to Course Management Options, this palette here, and we're going to set up a gradebook. So we click on Gradebook. Now the first thing you're going to see is this gradebook setup, and it's a wizard. And you actually want to skip this because it's much easier and cleaner to set the gradebook up doing it yourself. So I'm going to just click Skip Wizard. And then you're brought to the main gradebook screen, and this is what you'll see from now on. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to set up the preferences for your gradebook. It tells Angel how the gradebook is going to work and some of the basic defaults that it's going to use to do the calculations. And preferences is right here. So we're going to click on that. And I'm going to uncheck that because I will tell you to be checking it soon. Now if we go here, we can see a general setting, default display format. Say that 3 times fast, right? And you can see you can show this in a number of different ways, your grade. I usually default it at % letter grade. So I think it's what students are used to seeing, so I kind of go with that. So now let's take a look at the options. The first one is treat ungraded items as 0. Now this might seem like a great idea. They haven't done something, so it's a 0, or you haven't graded it yet, so it's just a 0. Well, the problem is when the class starts, all the assignments are undone and ungraded, so they get a 0. So the student sees that they have an F in the class, which could be a little disheartening. So I don't usually click that. Limit course assistants by team. This is if you have more than one assistant or GA or TA for your class and you've set teams up. You can actually say, this assistant grades Team A's stuff and this assistant grades Team B's stuff. So you would use that if you have multiple assistants in your class. Now exclude instructors from averages. You notice that you show up, of course, in the roster as the instructor. And let's say you've done some quizzes and some tests and you've tested them out to see how they work out. Your grades would then, for that test, show up in the average of all your students. So if you don't want that to happen, if you don't want to show up in the average grades for the entire class, just go ahead and click that. And then this one's pretty self-explanatory, show grades for dropped students. That's a personal preference. You can check that or not. So here's like the most important thing that you need to check here and make sure is set. And it actually defaults to what we're going to be doing today, which is a percentage gradebook. You can also do a points-based gradebook, but we're going to be doing a percentage. Angel likes the percentage-based gradebook better. It just handles the calculations and it's set up more to just be a percentage-based gradebook, which is what, again, students are more used to. Now, under average settings, if you look, you can choose display overall average, and you can click that. Again, that might seem like a great idea to show the students what their overall average is for the course. The problem is when they start the course, they have a 0, they have an F, and it would show that. And again, could be a little disheartening. So I don't actually check that. But if you did, you could again decide to show the how you want the grade to be presented. After you do that, you click Save. And you've now set up the preferences for your gradebook.